And Tech Chair miraculously finds that wonderful button, and there it is. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Loma.
Good morning, everyone.
Woke up this morning, something was not right. My poor head was throbbing, cause I tossed and turned a little bit faster all night. This unfamiliar feeling kinda shook me up inside, cause the truth it was revealing that a part of me had died. So I called my higher self, she gave me the bad news. She said, your life is just so good, you lost the right to sing the blues. That broken down old Chevy that was eating me alive. Well, honey, I visualized me a Lexus, and now it's sitting in my drive. And that man of mine, that scoundrel, that rotten, low-down bum, I transformed him into a love god with a sizable trust fund. And everywhere I looked, I was confronted with the clues that my life was just so good, I lost the right to sing the blues. Now, you can sing the blues if you can't pay your rent, and you can sing the blues if your money has all been spent. But how can I sing the blues? I ain't got no excuse when I'm driving in my Porsche on the way to my masseuse. So you'll find me wailing late at night in some smoky bar. You won't see me crying tears into my old guitar. Honey, I am too busy cleaning my chakras and chasing bad karma away and fluffing up my aura. Well, it takes Abigail all day, I say. Now that I am in line, I've got to spread the news. When life gets this darn good, you lost the right to sing the blues. I'm gonna blow. That's not right. It's not right. All right, you just try and top that. You just try. You just try. Go, 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 go. Hurry up. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Well, let's try this. Let's try this. Come on. We're jamming. We're getting jamming. Yeah, John Hardy. Well, you can sing the blues when your best friend puts you down, and you can sing the blues when your man has done left town. But what gives me the right to sing that mournful tune when I'm steaming with my honey in my sun in Cancun? So now you've heard my story, and you understand the pain of searching and not finding any reasons to complain. Cause my stars are in alignment, and my house is all feng shuied, and I'm filled with peace and harmony, and my bills have all been paid. I've let go of my struggle, you know I paid my dues. When life gets this darn good, you lost the right to sing the blues. Yes, I lost that right.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Yes, that was Karen Drucker, and that was Karen Drucker live at CSLP. That is from our archives, absolutely. Whoa, Nola, thanks for joining us today. Okay, well, just in case you don't recognize who these pretty faces are, I am Elliot Mao, your moderator for today. And boy, have we got a program for you. Let me tell you about that. I am part of the Leadership Council. They call me the cultural attaché. That means I love culture and I'm attached to it. That is true. We guarantee today that you are going to be just woken up by the music, and you're going to be inspired by the message, and you're going to be celebrated by this community. So an invitation is extended to all of you to change your entire life by changing your mind. Okay, so we explore many teachings of the mind, of the soul, of the heart. We study life, the study of the laws of thought, and the idea that you are in a spiritual presence that is good. I know it's kind of hard to really buy that from the appearance of all that you see here, but here we do look in another world way better, way better. So our doors are open to all of you. We celebrate you. You are home. Welcome home. So before I go into the program, I'm going to mention some of the stars of our trip today. For example, we have what you call a double-double. For example, our wonderful spiritual message is going to be coming from Reverend Teresa. But those of you who arrived a little earlier, you know that she was leading our meditation. Yeah. And sometimes we also have her bless our tithing, but more on that later. Okay. So who else? You already hear from our musicians, definitely Karen Drucker. But all these musicians are also chosen for you for a particular reason. We have Ryan Toby. And we have John Batiste. Yes, a very favorite here. And then we have Joe Beckner. Woohoo! Okay. There he is with his gear on. So anybody joining us for the first time today? Let me see. No, you're all familiar faces. We love ya. Okay. So right now, I'm going to have Joe come and bring up our mission statement. What a good way to kick off the meeting. Okay. So you could unmute yourself and repeat after me. Our mission is transformation through spiritual practice, education, service, empowerment, and living inspired
lives. I didn't want to step on your words there, Elliot.
No. Those are not my words. Those are not my words, you know. I just sit with certain words for a little bit longer, and as you will as well. So we have practitioners here. Let's see. Actually, we have just two practitioners here. We have Beth Anderson and we have Reverend Teresa. So if you would like to have one miracle afterwards, please join us at the hangout that we do after service today. So, all right, let me just share with you a beautiful program that we have. For example, now I also posted into the chat box if you have heard, we have heard Karen Drucker. I welcome you. And then all of a sudden, right after us, we're going to hear music from Ryan Toby called Oh Happy Day. Okay, so I'm going to have our real beautiful tech director get into that part, and we indeed will get into Oh Happy Day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
My Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
Wash my sins.
Are you happy? Ooh, oh, that was kind of cool. You know, when we do online our service, it's so good that we can have access to these things digitally as well. Can you imagine if we had to bring the whole darn choir here in person? Woo!
That would be fun. That would be fun.
That'd be fun. That would be fun. Oh, looking forward to that. Okay, so part of our program also is to bring up, inspirational thoughts, but also affirmation that you could use for the rest of your happy day. And leading that portion of our affirmation is Reverend Teresa. So I'm going to bring the affirmation up on the screen, and then I'm going to bring Reverend Teresa to lead the affirmation, and then tell us a little bit about what to do with that. Reverend Teresa.
Well, okay. Well, you can all read it. I live and navigate within the womb of life itself. And for me, that womb of life itself is that place where we went to in meditation today. That place of creative expression that lives within us, that is guiding us always. So we are affirming right here that we are living and navigating life within the wholeness of spirit, the wholeness of love, the wholeness of life. There. And so be it. And as we settle in from that place of one life, one love, we settle in and welcome this day. Welcome the new dawn of this day, the meaning behind Easter and all that represents for us. Knowing that there is truly a blessing that we are revealing right here, now. That no one is left out. That we open our hearts, our minds, and in loving kindness we express. There's one mind, one heartbeat here. Each person mattering. We're all present together. And this is a good day for the good news of opening to a opening to the good that is at hand before us, beyond conditions. We recognize within ourselves the truth of our being, the truth of God, the truth of what Jesus died for. Today's that day. And I know that we are all blessed, and there's a blessing that comes together for the Centers for Spiritual Living Peninsula and for each person within my voice and beyond. It's a good day. It's a good day. So we settle in. Say, oh yeah, all right, oh happy day. And so be it.
And so be it. Thank you so much, practitioner Teresa Gardiner.
Always.
Yes, yes. Now, I told you that we're going to have a double feature, you see, because many of our ministers, they discover that they are practitioners as well. And when we have a service, some of you just reach out for practitioners. Some of us love our ministers, but how about if they're able to do both? And that's what's going to happen. So let me properly introduce our minister for talk today. Now, she was wearing her practitioner hat, but now she's going to wear her ministerial hat. All right. Before I bring her up, I just want you to know she's just not a pretty face. Those of you who know that Reverend Teresa, she is spiritual director of the Art of Life and Love. She has a part of the teaching center. She's talking about awakening the hearts, expanding your consciousness, and what has nurturing soul-led life. You see? All right. I'm not going to take up any more of her time. Right now, we have our inspirational message. I'm going to bring her up again. And this time it's going to be bigger and better. Yes, it's true. Bigger and better than the one before. Who was before? Her. Okay. Yeah. Come on up, Reverend Teresa Gardiner.
Oh, Elliot, thank you. And thank you to Reverend Allen for asking me to speak on Easter. Last year, we were at my house in Brisbane, California, and there was a wonderful service here, and musicians, and a potluck. And hi, Mom. And hi, Nola and Beth. And I've already said hi to Joe and Elliot. Hi, happy Easter, happy Easter. It is a special day, and the sunrise was glorious today. It was glorious. I get up early. So, I want to say my pronouns. As Reverend Teresa Gardiner, I go by she and they. I am inclusive that way. And let me just center in here. I've been so excited to give this talk. It's been informing me for a while now, so I'm really excited. The topic is living with presence and deep awareness. Let me settle in. Let's take a breath together. So Easter, the stone rolled away, and it was not to let Jesus out, but to reveal he'd already been risen. And I sing "Oh Happy Day" for so many reasons, and I have sung that to myself and out loud for many years, not realizing even the depth of the presence of Jesus and who he is for me, who he is for us. He is the way shower of love. So the resurrection is the death of the belief that we are separated from God. That's the resurrection. That we are separated from love. That there's anything that can separate us. Truly, in the big picture, I mean, there's these conditions and there's these appearances in the world, and I'm not saying they're not there. But we'll talk about this a little bit more in a little bit. So, as I said, the resurrection is the death of the belief that we are separated from God. Or, as Emma Curtis Hopkins, God, love Emma Curtis Hopkins, one of the pioneer women of New Thought, which we are New Thought. She would say, the belief that we are separated from our good. That's what we're talking about here. So to take it back a little bit, because this is definitely, I like to share my journey, share my experience. And I have been big into self-condemnation. It has shown up in physically abusive marriages. For me, just to beat myself up and listen to these voices that put me down. And when I lean into, as I've been thinking about this, and I send an audio out every day of the Teaching of Science of Mind, the textbook. If you want to get a copy, if you would like to be on my list, I send out an audio every day, and it's changing my life. Truly, truly. So that song, which I could not have played years ago, not that long ago, Jesus wiped our sins away, the sins of arrogance. And I'm still talking about self-condemnation because I've been blaming and punishing myself for things that I've done in my life I haven't been proud of. In fact, I'm more than proud. I would just punish myself or let myself be punished. I'm looking for it. I did. Not anymore. So, there's inherited stories as I lean into, that still are present, that my self-condemnation was so strong. I leaned into my ancestors. I'm in a program right now, Untangling Whiteness, and I got to lean into my ancestors and saw and heard and read things that I am ashamed of. And that presence of the ancestors is present right here. Adds to the shame, the self-condemnation that is for me to clear. But that's something else. Another talk, perhaps. So let me quote Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind textbook on page, in my book, 382.4. Oh, I am so in love with Ernest Holmes now. Whew. And it's entitled, What is a Reward and Punishment? What of reward and punishment? Shall we be rewarded by our virtues, for our virtues, and punished for our shortcomings? Can we think of reward and punishment from any other viewpoint than that sin is a mistake and punishment a consequence? That virtue and righteousness must find their corresponding effects in our experience? God neither punishes nor rewards. And such a concept of God would create an anthropomorphic dualism, which means a house divided against itself. At such a house could not stand. Life is a blessing or a curse, according to the use we make of it. In the long run, no one judges us but ourselves, and no one condemns us but ourselves. So that was, it's big, big, big. And that came out of the textbook that I sent to my community a couple of weeks ago. Joe, you got it. So where this self-condemnation led to is what I realized is I was not receiving love. I recently broke up with my partner. It's been almost a year. In looking at the pictures, I see love, but I couldn't accept it. I couldn't receive it. There was something that, like, I couldn't have it. Not letting love in, not receiving love is in the deepest recesses of my being. And there, I have to say that recently, do you know Ray Jordan? Ray Jordan, magnificent practitioner emeritus. She has a teaching chapter called Higher Visioning Institute. All she does is visioning. She learned from Reverend Joan Stedman. Amazing. And through this process of the textbook and the teaching of Ernest Holmes and learning of my ancestors, I really got that we've heard it, right? Our good is at hand. Our good has already been given. Everything already been given. And I'm like, well, okay, looks pretty rough still out here. I mean, my goodness. Okay, so the idea is I got a thimble. I am to open up and have more. So I kind of started there, and let me open, let me allow, let me lean in and receive, and let me give, because that is a complete cycle, right? You give, the service to the world, service for your life. So I got to take a look in a deeper way from, her name is Ray Jordan. She lives in Alameda. That's where the Institute is. And I love the way she talked about those condescending ways. And she says, it's not about, for me anyway, this is my part, looking away from the world or those falsehoods, but looking straight at them. And we've been taught to look away. I get it. But I look straight at them. They are nothing trying to be something. Nothing trying to be something. Now I'd like to get to a place where I can say, oh, babies, it's okay. It's okay. You're nothing trying to be something, but it's okay. It's okay. Because we have the science of mind teaching. We know the principles. God is my life now. Right here. And there is nothing missing here. And a house divided falls. If God wasn't for itself, it would cease to exist. God is who you are, Nola, right where you are. It knows you. It knows your heart's desires, the longing, all that placed within you. God doesn't give half a demonstration. I was told by my sponsor, Reverend Sunshine Michelle Coleman. God doesn't give half a demonstration. That longing that is in our heart, oh, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Just settle in for a minute. Let's just feel that love. Because God is present within us. These desires, God-given. God-given. Oh, where did I put that? Really? Where did I put that? Desire as divine impulse. Right here, right now. I was envisioning, and she does visioning retreats and visioning circles, and I highly, highly recommend. I've never seen visioning like this before, never experienced. Changed my life in one session. By the end, I realized that I have released the self-condemnation. There is an embodiment going on. I'm on my way to ordination. There's an embodiment going on. The good is at hand, and I walk from this place now, and everything is connected. So it was the visioning, it was Ernest Holmes' textbook, you. It all comes together and feeds us and nourishes us to walk this path. Got to keep checking the time. 12 minutes, okay. So by the end of the visioning, I was very clear. The seeds that I'm planting are those desires, that longing. I mean, the ultimate longing is for the longing of the union with God. But I'm a physical, human being as well. There are wants and needs that a human presence in this time requires or desires. And I could have them. And that, no, not just have them, but that I'm on the path of that. We are all on the path. Do we open up and realize that? It was intellectual. When I first talked about the revealing, it's all been given in the thimble, and I open up. I knew that. Okay, it's in my head. Oh my God, it has dropped down. Embodied. This path we're on. This beautiful unfoldment that looks pretty messy sometimes. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it's uncomfortable at times, and it's glorious. So I made a list of those seeds, and I fertilize them, and I water them, and I tend my garden. And part of that tending is I am walking in realization that the good is right here. Let's see, Emma Curtis Hopkins again. There's good to be had, and I gotta have it, or I get to have it. She's something like that, right? God, she was really something. So what this leads to, because each of us, let me see how much more time. Okay, good, perfect. I'm gonna settle in. Breathe all this in. God, glorious day. What this leads as individualizations of spirit. Each person is that unique expression. So, in walking each of our paths, there is freedom. There is freedom of expression. There is freedom to move and be and to live life to the fullest. Our true nature, what is in our hearts to be and do. And yes, sometimes it may not be in this physical life, but in this present moment, as we practice being present, and not because of this, we are immortal, eternal beings. You don't have to worry or concern yourself. All of us are emancipated in the end. That's one of our principles. Not freedom from responsibility, but freedom to love, to create, to forgive, to live from immortality, and to stop arguing for our limitations. One of my prayer partners mentioned that recently to me. I might have said it on the last talk I gave a couple of weeks ago with you folks. She says, okay, you got to stop arguing for your limitations because you take everything back to principle, right? There's one life here. Open at the top. Beyond what we can conceive. Out of the binary, this or that, something else emerges. Freedom. Freedom of creative expression. And each of us have our own design, and so we may be called to stand up for love with another group of people on the at the civic hall, or whatever is your expression of how you want to stand up for love. I'm sure you all know the quote. This is a summary, give me, what did Ernest Holmes say, 100, 1,000, I don't know how many people it was. Beth, you probably got this on the tip of your tongue. Give me that many people that are for something and against nothing. Oh my God, you talk about a shift. You talk about a shift. And I'm not prescribing anything, because this is what we're doing here. Each of us are awakening. Turning that corner. Turning that corner. We are awakening. So whether you do it right now or you're wherever you are in your own individual, beyond time and space, really. Oh, this is a lot, huh? So I have a beautiful piece we're going to play after this that is about creative expression and the freedom of creative expression. Resurrection is the lifting of self-condemnation. Jesus died for that, so that we may live. I never knew what that meant. Jesus died. He is the way shower of eternal life and the path, the way of love. That's it. Oh my God. May we embody that love. May we be that in everywhere we go, every thought, because thoughts do make a difference. Not just the ones with a lot of strength, they make a difference. How do you think this world got to be the way it is? Mind your garden. Let us all mind our garden with love and tenderness and kindness. Freedom of choice and expression. I thank you so much for this opportunity. I tell you, I love this. I love my life, and I love you. Thank you for being here, for welcoming me. And so shall it be. Thank you.
And so shall it be. And we would love to have Reverend Teresa's message come with us, all about that freedom, that creation. How about if we join and bring John Batiste up? What about freedom? What about freedom?
Welcome back. And now performing Freedom from his latest album, We Are, ladies and gentlemen, John Batiste.
know exactly who we are. When I say, shining, you're shining, you're shining. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Everybody. Let me see you wobble. Let me see you shake. Let me see you wobble. Can you make it break? Oh yeah. Let me see you wobble. Come on now, let me see y'all move at home. Let me get it. Let me see you wobble. Let me see you shake. Let me see you wobble. Hey. Can you make it break? Yeah. Come on. Oh yeah. Let me see you wobble. Come on. When I move my body just like freedom, I hear a song that take me there, and I let go with some freedom. Woo! La 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 la.
Now that's church. Oh,
Oh, whoa. Just in time, Richard. Just in time to join us. What do we say? Did we deliver our promise? We said you'd be inspired by the music, you'd be transformed by the message, and you'd be celebrated by this community. Hello. Absolutely. Okay. Transformed by the message. You got your homework today. Reverend Teresa has sent you to have freedom, but freedom on what? That garden, those seeds that you're planting. Make sure those seeds that you're planting has a little bit of Emma Hopkins, a little bit of Ernest Holmes, and a little bit of Easter message.
Elliot, let me add something here.
There you go.
Let me just add a little something. So as part of our journey, right? As we're opening up to walk in our good, release is a natural thing. It just happens as we rising is kind of an odd thing, but as we go into the next turn of our good, something releases, right? As we embody this new thing, release is natural. So embody that one too. There.
Woohoo! I told you, addendum. Why? Because now that it's Easter, don't let everybody talk about, the death and die. No. Today's message was rebirth, the springtime. We get a second chance. And when we get a chance, those thoughts of you do matter. You came here to study your thoughts. Study your thoughts, okay? Yeah. So right now, if you have gotten anything from the message for today, now it's time for you to give. Oh, how to give? Aha! You can give several ways. You could give through the donate button on our website. You could also go through PayPal to the Peninsula address. And then Zelle is good too. If you love the snail mail, just go ahead and write that check, and there's the address as well. So for this moment, we will give you a little time just in case you're going to have to go for the rest of the day to do something else. Let's just bring some beautiful music while some of us, like me, look to find my donate button. Okay, so Joe, could you give us a little donate background music? Thank you so much.
Thank you
Okay, good. Now I am going to bring Reverend Teresa up again. So thank you for your blessing. But now we're going to have our spiritual director bless the gifts too. So Reverend Teresa, can you come back up and help us bless the tithe and the prayer that goes with it?
Yeah, yes, because there is pure gratitude right here for the givingness of life and how it flows in perfect circulation. We bless the tithes. We bless the manna from heaven that is right here, that supports and sustains all of us, that supports and sustains the Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula, that they are truly a blessing. And each of us are blessed by the gifts that we give. And I am just so grateful that I celebrate all that has been given, all that has been received, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much. So Joe, did you want to bring up the message again for us to reiterate what Reverend Teresa has just blessed? There you go. Okay, so let's just have an addendum. Reverend Teresa said what she said. I need for you to say it as well. So put your hand on your heart and your gifts and say this with me. I bless this gift with all my love. As I give, I embody prosperity and abundance, knowing I am fully supported by the universe. This is a symbol of my love and gratitude. It does great work in the world and returns to me easily, effortlessly, and often. Ooh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So today's service is brought to you by CSLP, and we have announcement. We have things that are happening. So get your calendar ready and take note of what are things that are awakened to you. Oh, and of course, a big thank you for all of you who participate in our annual meeting. We met at Hobie's. There was lots of ideas we shared and food. So watch for our newsletter. It's going to keep you informed of more. We did a little recapture of our annual meeting, the condition of the church. Okay. And of course, yeah, thank you, Joe. And of course, those of you who know that CSLP used to sponsor a Toastmaster group.
But I want to make sure everybody knows April 26th is the next date at Hobie's.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. He jumped at the next slide, and I was just trying to keep playing catch up with him to say what's on the slide. Okay. Now, every time you see this slide, I'm not doing an advertisement for Toastmasters. I'm actually doing an advertisement for reminding all of you that you have a voice. And since all of us are spiritual pilgrims, I want that voice of yours be heard. And sometimes we say things that are mumbled or not clear. So this is what we do here at Mindfulness. Now, Richard was part of the founders of this Mindfulness, bringing it back to CSLP. We have Reverend Linda also in there. I'd invite all of you. You don't have to be on the pulpit to be here. Every time you open your mouth does mean something, whether or not it's a toast or a eulogy or just sharing a story. We meet the first, third Monday, and it's online, and then once a month it's going to be in person. So if you have any questions, you can ask me or Richard or even Reverend Linda about our Toastmasters Club. Okay, next, Joe. Haha. Okay, Reverend Teresa, would you like to say something about this?
Sure. Well, let's see. I have a new website now, but that's not on there yet. At 7:15, we read the Science of Mind textbook from the Textbook in a Year guide that Reverend Dr. Edward Fuyun from the Santa Rosa CSL wrote. And then at 7:30, to 7:45, and I'm very prompt around this, and my leaders are very prompt around this, that we have a celebration. We pray, we celebrate, we come together and know the truth about each other, and we fall in love in our hearts. We go ahead and allow ourselves to just take that out into the day, and it's I'm sharing my practice, part of my spiritual practice with y'all. So there you go. Get a hold of me if you're interested.
Fantastic. We're going to have a spiritual hangout. Are there any other announcements? Oh, if there are any other announcement, I would like to bring Reverend Teresa to come up here and give us our minister's benediction.
All right, I'm coming on up. Oh my goodness. Let's just breathe. Breathe in this glorious day that is present right here. That our hearts have been awakened. We've done another turn of the spiral together. We are lifted up. We allow ourselves to be lifted up. There is a releasing that has happened right here, a releasing of that which it does not serve anymore. As we allow ourselves to live the life of Spirit within us, the divine that is always present. We let ourselves be joyful, letting that self-condemnation go. This is our birthright, to be and express as who we've been designed to be, and make those choices freely. Freedom of creative expression. So I just give thanks for all beings everywhere, that we stand together in knowing this for each other until all people, all beings are free. And peace truly is a place that resides within and resides in the world, in the one body of God. Do it and be it. And so it is.
And so it is. Dear community, we have a spiritual hangout. For those of you who have questions about what you have heard today, or maybe a comment you want to add to it. So we're going to let our spiritual director for today tell us what time we should come back again for our spiritual hangout. Reverend Teresa?
Let's see. What do you think? What are people thinking? You know, you need 10 minutes to grab a bite and come back. How about at 11:15? Does that sound good to everyone? 11:15.
All right. 11:15 is the same Zoom part, okay? And for those of you who won't be able to join us, thank you for coming today, and I hope you have plenty of seeds of thought that you were going to bring home with you. All right? Bye-bye. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you soon. 11:15.